Hi, I'm Kylie Doku and I'm going to ask you a question.
If I gave you a tenner right now, how would you spend it? What if you got to the till and I realised I was running low on cash and I needed it back? If you really needed that tenner for food, petrol, etc., how would that make you feel?
It's still your money, so I'd be annoyed, but I'd give you it straight back.
I'd give you it straight back, but I'd be a bit miffed because I needed it.
It was your money and you offered me it, so I'm obliged to give you it back if you need it.
I offered something on the table for you. You offered to take it, and then I changed my mind. In the same way it works with sex. The teen consent video makes it clear that no means no, and it's a really important message, I think. What's really interesting about it is that normally videos explaining the stigma about rape it's taboo, and the reason it's taboo is because it talks about the victim side. Obviously, there are different ways that people deal with different situations, and there are different people that you can talk to about this. I think watching a video like that on your own, I think you really need to take the two sides of the argument into the context of it, in terms of I don't want to say perpetrator because that means it's already got a bad stigma against it. When I say perpetrator, it can be construed as, the wrongdoer. I think the teen consent video really is interesting because it basically teaches people how to prevent themselves from getting into a victim situation, and then it also looks at the other side where you might be in a situation where you might have committed a rape, but you have no idea. You have no idea during, you have no idea afterwards, and then, it's done. And I think that it's really important for us to talk about rape, letting people know that there are two sides to every story and how to deal with that and how to say no and how to see the signs when you know that, something isn't quite right and it's not consensual, basically. What are your thoughts?
I feel like we live in a generation where sex is almost seen as an entitlement to a person, not really a private issue. So I feel like when a rape occurs, I think that puts people in shell shock and they don't want to talk about it and they don't want to accept that it's rape. I think the T video really helps understand it and make people comfortable about talking about the issue. So I think it's really good.
You're right saying that it is still a taboo subject, and we never focus on how to stop someone raping someone. We always focus on how to stop yourself being raped. So I think putting it in a subject as easy as making a cup of tea for someone, it makes it a lot more easy for people to understand how easy it is to actually get yourself in that situation and to take it too far when someone doesn't want to.
I think in this day and age, when you say no when you're having sex or something, often the other person might think you're just teasing them or something.
Yeah, I agree with you, because I think in this day and age, people may not know that they could genuinely be raping someone. If someone does say no, they do genuinely think that they're playing, or someone might keep it to themselves and think, I don't really know if I want to do this. But they won't say it, so where's the consent lying there, whether they can or they can't? The person who wants to do it will think that they can. So I think the issue of consent needs to be draw the line between being serious and playing with someone.
That's a really good response, thank you. My issue is that how do you suggest you draw a clear line between consent and joking? Because sometimes you are joking and sometimes things come out of your mouth that you may not mean or that you definitely mean, but it's all about the tone. How do you think we should solve this issue? Because I feel like it's blurred at the moment and we need to solve this issue.
Leave your comments below.